Sometimes when you scroll through YouTube, you come across a Asmon Bowl video that is just so ridiculous that you gotta check it out for yourself. And I did, and boy, was I in for a treat. World of Warcraft has gone downhill for quite some time. I personally stopped playing that game when their Dragon expansion came out because that expansion gave me mega furry vibes. And their new dragon class looked so stupid. The Dragonkin NPCs within the expansion looked so much cooler than the playable Dragonkin. And then I was also playing the side quest where I suddenly realized I was actually playing matchmaker for a gay couple. So I had to stop that shit, let's just say. Now this chick or queer person's name is Baron Lothar. Lothar does sound like a familiar name, but I'll be honest, I don't know if I want to go waste my time looking at World of Warcraft lore. Literally can't be bothered. I don't know why I want to waste my time doing that. But just look at this. Look at the state of this game. She is obviously a character that they're focusing on now. And I wonder why. Because she's a walking list of inclusivity checkboxes. She obviously got that queer feminist haircut. So she's, either bi or non-binary or gay. She's black, of course. She's biracial. She's half human and half elf. She is also disabled. She's got something wrong with her eye, and of course, she is missing a whole damn arm. And of course, she's got a scar on her face, because if the scar wasn't there, then she would be more of that classic perfect beauty, and we can't really have that either. But I wish this was the only stupid thing that I saw in this cutscene. Let's show you some other highlights. I gotta say, the moment I started this cutscene and this wall bit came up, I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. We know what's coming next.
Then the stories and legends I read as a child were true.
Stories are just stories, Farron. And that wall is just a wall.
I know Arathi history is embellished enough. But are you not proud of your heritage?
Yes, but pride in our legends foments stomach superiority and reasons to strike at our neighbors.
For crying out loud. You heard that? Don't take pride in your heritage. Don't take pride in your culture. Don't take pride in your history, because you don't want to offend people. You don't want to appear some kind of supremacist. And of course, allegedly, as they say, the white folk take pride in their culture, then that inevitably leads them to strike at their neighbors. Oh, the cringe never stops. On top of that, they just mentioned Arathi Highlands, and I don't remember much about World of Warcraft, but if I remember correctly, this wall was protecting these guys against the undead scourge. So even if the wall was good for something, don't look upon it as something positive. You gotta look at it in a bad way. I mean, somebody in World of Warcraft forgot that the Worgans sacrificed their life by isolating themselves so their curse doesn't suddenly spread all across the land. And they, of course, walls themselves in for that.
I understand. Among my people, some still distrust outsiders. I had thought your people...
Going to Kaz Olgar was unpopular in Stromgarde. But the Sons of Lothar promote tolerance and mercy.
Promote tolerance and mercy, and I was so sure he was like a little bit just about to say inclusivity as well. I hope you saw that. That stupid running animation. One of the worst running animations ever. I can't believe this game, at this stage of its lifetime, is doing stupid things like this. Look at that. Look at the running on Farron. Like, look at the animation. The only thing moving is her bottom part of her legs. Everything else is just like, it's one of those glitches you get in games sometimes where the character sort of stands there, arms spread out, and his body isn't moving. But it gets even ridiculous. Watch this.
Stop this! Dinath fought to save all of Azeroth. He sold us out so the Alliance and Horde could wage war.
Did you see that? I want you to watch it again and see if you can figure out what just happened.
Stop this! Dinath fought to save all of Azeroth. He sold us out so the Alliance and Horde could wage war in Khazalgar.
It's like when you're looking at 3D models in a browser or in a software, and you sort of like click on the model and just turn the model around with a mouse. Like, it's not like the characters moving because they have a walking animation taking place at the same time. They're literally just rotating around.
You'll never understand. For Erethdor!
How does she make all that force with that part of her body? Look at this.
You'll never understand. For Erethdor!
You know, one thing that I've noticed, and it's pretty obvious from this cutscene that I think this might still be the case. Your main character is still a nobody in these games. One of the things that attracted so many people to Final Fantasy and games like that was you were the main guy. Even in Guild Wars 2, you know, you were the main guy. You joined Dragon's Watch. You're part of that big hero group. You were popular, you know, you were the hero of the story. In these games, I know there was a certain attraction to the idea that you're just part of the armies of these soldiers, but well, I think eventually there should be a time when your main character is the hero of the story. And of course, you can leave your comments below about that. But yeah, it's suffice to say, World of Warcraft has gone full hard. But if there's any more stupid things that I don't know about, please do leave them in the comments below. I don't think I can watch any more of this. Well, let's see if there's something else.
Wrathy allowed Merrin to live without her title and name. The Red Dawn vanished from the Highlands forever.
This is not over.
The cycle of war, it never ends, does it? Go on ahead, champion. Edric and I have some diplomatic red tape to clean up, I'm sure.
So, orcs and humans are on the same side again? I mean, I know they've done that quite a few times, but at what point do you decide, let's just dissolve alliances and the Horde and just make them one big thing? Because unless that's already done, I don't know, tell me in the comments below. I mean, one of the biggest appeals of World of Warcraft was the animosity between the two alliances. Between the Alliance and the Horde. Like, these people really don't understand what World of Warcraft is.
Sure.
This is not how I expected my first visit outside Khazalgar to go. You're wrong. How?
I said Thoradin's wall was just a wall. But what it represents does exist in you.
I don't see...
You have been a guiding light. Saving my life, bringing us together, reminding me of my true mission.
Well, at least they gave the wall some kind of credit now.
You look to the past, but you are our future, and I am glad of that.
Perhaps...
The future is female, boys.
Perhaps the new dawn is not what Marin wanted, but us, returning here for our people.
99% chance that Marin is probably going to come back in the future, because obviously she's a woman, and she's going to make a comeback, help the good guys out, because obviously the woman can never be wrong, and she'll be like some kind of misunderstood good guy.
I hope you are right.
After the Second War, Stormwind was heavily damaged.
I don't know if that's the costume, but that guy on the table, that player, looks really cool.
The Stonemasons Guild was contracted to rebuild it, but Stormwind's corrupt House of Nobles denied them payment. They rioted, and in the riot, the Queen was accidentally struck and killed.
Accidentally struck and killed, eh?
I had thought that the Defias were dead along with the Van Cleefs, but that may have been wishful thinking.
I don't know why Van Cleef. Some reason I'll hear it like Van Queef.
I don't condone banditry, but I can understand their frustration.
I suppose. If they'd been paid, they wouldn't have become bandits.
Yep, there you go, guys. The misunderstood bad guys.
But you can't just throw away law and order if you don't get your way, like Marin's supporters are doing now.
That is a good point. Thank you, Captain. Do you know much about the Scarlet Crusade?
Only what I have heard from the elders in Hammerfall. I know they have no love for the Horde or the Alliance. The Scarlet Crusade holds twisted beliefs. They want to eradicate our allies, the undead. But they also believe that the Alliance has failed to protect humanity.
The belief in human superiority seems prevalent here. Shout out to Alhicarius. I don't know how you spell his name. He's been posting World of Warcraft story vids for years now. So if you're into that, do subscribe to him. But god damn it, I think I'm gonna need to take a nap after this one. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Tenebral Gaming.
And show your support for the gaming channels by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Tenebral Gaming.